economy, right? So there are a lot of demand. So many people are demanding. Okay. So at that time, what central bank will do? See, this commercial bank, they have two options. One, that they can give loan, and one, they can put it in the, they can keep it with the central bank. Clear? Is this clear?
Yes,
Right? So over here, when there is inflation, like excess demand is there, right? So at that time, this reverse repo rate, they will increase it or they will decrease it. Tell me, what do you think? Just the assumption. It can be right or it can be wrong.
ma'am, they will decrease it.
They will
Decrease.
decrease. Okay. What about Vanisha? What do you think?
Ma'am, I could think it's decrease.
Decrease. Decrease, right? Both of you are saying decrease. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So see, okay, so unfortunately you both are wrong. See, look at the concept. See, what I can do, I can give loan or I can keep it with, so I'm just writing CB, central bank, right? So for example, 100 rupees, I have 100 rupees. If I'll give loan, so I will get 10% interest, right? And over here also, if I'll keep, I'll get 10% interest, right? So now, if I will give loan, that means more and more money will go to the people and they will start demanding more. What I have to do, I have to stop the money from going to this. So now central bank will increase the rate, right? So commercial bank, they have profit. Instead of giving loan, if they will keep it with central bank, they will get more profit, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So when there is excess demand, central bank to have to stop commercial bank from giving loan to people. That's why they will increase their reverse repo rate so that commercial bank can see that, see, if they will give loan to the people, they will only get 10% interest. But if they will keep their money with the central bank, they will get 20% interest. So that's why commercial bank, central bank at that time increases the reverse repo rate. Is it clear? Is there any confusion?
No, ma'am, it's clear.
No, ma'am.
Both of you? Okay. And when there is nobody is demanding, so at that time, central bank, they have to give the money. So at that time, over here, they will decrease it. So that, for example, it was 10%, now the decrease is to 5%. So, like, even commercial bank don't want to give the money, they have to, because if they will keep it with the central bank, they will only get 5%. So when there is deficit demand, they will start giving people loan. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now, understand the entire process. So inflation, when reverse repo rate is increased, it encourages the commercial bank to park their surplus fund with the central bank, right? So over here, what is happening? This has a negative effect on lending capacity of the commercial bank. Very, very important line. See, now they will keep their money with the central bank, right? So they will not give loan, right? So this is a negative effect on lending capacity of the commercial bank. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Because they
Yes,
are
ma'am.
not giving loans now, right? Lending capacity means giving the loan. They are not giving it. What they are, instead of giving loan, they are keeping their money with the central bank. So this has a negative impact, and now demand of credit reduce, right? Demand of credit will reduce, less money will go to the economy, aggregate demand falls, and excess demand is corrected. Now deflation, when reverse repo rate is over here, nobody is there, so reverse repo rate is reduced. Now what will happen? It will discourage the commercial bank to park their surplus fund with the central bank. Now nobody will want to keep their money with the central bank because they are not getting that much interest. So therefore, lowering reverse repo rate has a positive effect. Now what they will do, instead of keeping their money with the central bank, they will start giving it to the people as a loan. So this is a positive effect on lending capacity of the commercial bank, which raises demand for borrowing from the commercial bank. More money flows to the system, purchasing power increases, and aggregate demand rises, and deficit demand is correct. Clear? The entire process?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have left the line after reverse repo rate, 4 line for this, 4 line for this. Quickly write it down. Girls, let me know once you are done. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Girls, done.
Ma'am, last one.
Okay, okay, no problem. Write it.
Done, ma'am.
Both of you done?
Ma'am, just a second.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now coming to the next one, which is open market operation. Okay, so in open market operation, either you will sell something or you will purchase something, right? So when there is excess demand, so at that time, what you will do? Tell me. When so many people are demanding, so what you will do? You will sell or you will purchase?
Will sell.
You will sell. Why? Because there are so many. Yes, because so many people are demanding, so obviously you can increase the price and you can sell. So when there is excess demand, government securities are sold by the central bank in the open market. What happens? Excess demand means they have lot of money. That's why they are demanding. Na? So once they will purchase the product of government, their money will come to the commercial bank. So central bank is withdrawing the additional purchasing power and there will be contraction of the credit. Now earlier, for example, 5 people were demanding. Everyone, they have 100 rupees. Now, if out of 5 people, 4 people purchase the government security, now their 100 rupees went to government, like the central bank, a commercial bank. So what will happen? Only 100 rupees is there. So what happened? Contraction of credit in the economy. Less money will flow in the system and the purchasing power in the economy is reduced. Aggregate demand will fall and the excess demand stand corrected. Clear?
Ma'am, could you explain the contraction of credit?
Okay, see. Now, let's just I'm just explaining it with the help of PISA. Okay. These are the 4 people. Okay. So earlier also we discussed a question related to this, like the pizza part is there. Like for example, there are 4 people who are demanding pizza, right? So similarly, right now also we will understand the question with the help of pizza. So for example, this is the central bank over here, right? And these are the government securities they have with them. Okay. These are the people, right? And this is a pizza shop, right? In over here, he has only 2 pizza. Okay, but how many people are demanding? 4 people are demanding that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now this is a dilemma what to do. So at that time, central bank, what they will do, they have excess demand, right? So central bank, they know that this person has 100, this person has 100, this person has 100, this person has 100. So what that the government, the central bank starts selling the security to these people. So now instead they are like, if you will purchase this security, then after 2 years, you will get this much interest and people are more attracted toward it, right? So out of this, 3 people were attracted toward this security, and what they did, they took security and in return, they gave their 100 rupees to the central bank, right? So now only one person is there. Earlier, how much money was there in the market? There was 400, right? Now, how
Yes, ma'am.
much money is there in the in the market? Only 100. So
100.
contraction of credit is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what. But now let's just do the similar situation, which is different. So over here, for example, this is the pizza shop. There are these people, they have 4 pizza, but there is only one person who has 100 rupees. So at that time, what central bank will do? These people, they have the security, right, which they earlier purchased, right? Yes, they don't have money. They
Yes,
have the
ma'am.
now at that time, central bank, what they will do, they can see only there are 4 pizzas. So of course, if nobody will purchase, it will be waste, right? So now they will become clever. There is deficit demand. So at that time, they will purchase it, right? And they will give them security, and in return, they will give them money. Clear? So 100 rupees. So earlier, how much money was there? 100 rupees. But now they sold it to government. The central bank purchased the security from the common people. In return, he gave the money to these people. So now 100 plus 300. So 400 people is there, 400 money there. So there is expansion of credit, right? And then they'll purchase the power, and the problem of deficit demand is correct. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, both of you clear? Rayan, you also got it. Where were you?
Yes, ma'am.
Rayan, can you hear
Ma'am,
me?
I wasn't at home.
Okay, your voice is not clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think some network issues. Is it?
Ma'am, I wasn't at home.
Okay. No problem, Rayan.
No, ma'am, not today.
Okay, so actually you missed a very important part of the previous class as well as today. And yesterday also I scheduled a class, but you didn't join. Why?
Ma'am, I told you I'm on a vacation, so
Okay.
it's
So
hard for me to
see,
join everything.
yes. So when Rayan, what you can do now, you can just drop whenever you are available, just drop a text, because I need to complete your previous chapter as well. The money creation part is left for the first chapter, the money chapter, which we started, right? And this chapter you will get the recordings, because if you miss any class, just ask your counselor that, sir, as I'm traveling, so I joined late, or there were few classes which I missed. So they will just share the recording, because though you are in vacation, but still you need to cover the syllabus, right? So whenever you join late, ask them for the recording, or in case if you miss any class, ask them for recording, so that you can cover up whenever you are free, right? Okay. So now this you can continue from here only. Open market operation. You just people left 8 lines. So excess demand, government securities are sold in the open market. So the central bank withdraws additional purchasing power. There will be contraction in credit. Less money will go. Purchasing power of economy reduce and aggregate demand falls. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Rayan, you won't be getting that much in this class, but when you will watch the recording, you will definitely get the entire thing. Okay, because this is basically which we started from the previous class. So we are at the edge of ending it. So You have to watch the recording. Don't miss the. In case if you don't get the recording, text your counselor, because of course if you miss the class, you will get the recording. So just tell them that, so I missed the class, so I just want the recording for this class. Okay. And cover it from there. And in case if anything which is not clear to you, I'll just explain it to you again. Okay, Rayan?
Okay, ma'am.
Now deficit demand, girls. So by purchasing the government security, the central bank inject additional purchasing power. So what they are doing? Earlier they were withdrawing the purchasing power. Now they are injecting it. So over here, expansion in credit is there. More money supply will flow in the system. Purchasing power of the economy increases and aggregate demand in the deficit rises and deficit demand is correct. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, quickly write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, even I'm wrong.
Okay, Rian, you are also done. Okay. Now coming to the legal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. A legal reserve ratio for CRR and SLR, it's the same thing. So, for example, when there is excess demand, so obviously, commercial central bank don't want the money to go to the commercial bank, so they will increase the CRR and SLR. Why? Earlier you were keeping 10 rupees with central bank. Now he will say that you have to keep 50 rupees with me so that you don't give money to the people as a loan, right? So CRR and slash you will put SLR, or instead of CRR SLR you can simply put LRR. Okay, is increased to control excess demand. The central bank withdraw additional purchasing power. There will be contraction of credit. Less money will go in the system. Purchasing power in the economy reduce. Aggregate demand falls and the excess demand stands correct. Deficit demand, you will decrease it. Earlier you were keeping 20 rupees, but you are like, no, give maximum loan. Just keep 10 rupees with me. So central bank inject additional purchasing power in the system, which expand credit. More money supply will flow in the system, purchasing power in the economy increases and aggregate demand rise and deficit demand is correct. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, Niranjana. Am I audible? Niranjana, can you hear me? Niranjana, can you hear me? Others, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Niranjana, can you also hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Niranjana, basically, today you have your class at 7 KSA, which is basically 9:30 Indian time. So right now you can leave. We will meet at 9:30 IST. Okay? So today, like, yeah. So you got it, what I said?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, so basically we'll meet at 9:30 today. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Niranjana, bye-bye.
Ma'am, done.
Yes, ma'am. You are done.
Okay. Rayan, you are also done? Rayan is facing some network issues. Okay, now coming to marginal requirement. Okay, so you all know what is marginal requirement, right? So for example, marginal requirement is, for example, for 110 rupees loan, you have to pay, you have to keep something as a security which were 20 rupees. So what is the margin? 10, right? But for example, I don't want to give you loan. At that time, what I will do, I will increase this marginal requirement. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So at that time, I will say for 10 rupees loan, you have to give me something which is worth more than 50 rupees, right? So this is what. So a margin is the difference between the market value of a security offered by the borrower against the loan, right? And the amount of loan granted. It is also defined as the discount fixed by RBI on the asset mortgaged as a security to the commercial bank. So over here, you know that what is the margin. So when there is excess demand, the margin requirement is increased to correct the excess demand. So at that time, what happened? The central bank withdraw the additional purchasing power, right? Earlier, 10 people came that we want loan, we want loan. But when the commercial bank said that in return of that loan, you have to pay this amount, like this security. So they said, no, 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 we don't have something for this, so we cannot do it. So what is happening? They are withdrawing the additional purchasing power. There will be contraction of credit. Less money will fall to the less money will flow in the system. Purchasing power in the economy reduces. Aggregate demand fall and excess demand is corrected. Then margin requirement is reduced to correct deficit demand. The central bank injects additional purchasing power in the system, which expand credit. More money supply will flow in the system. Purchasing power in the economy increases and aggregate demand rises and deficit demand is correct. Right? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope now you people, I'll just simply read it because the entire story is same, repeatingly same. Right? So you can quickly write it down.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, both of you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is what basically we wanted to do in this chapter. Now what I'm giving you 5 minutes, whatever we discuss over here, right? Just give it a quick read. Okay, because we have time. Then we are done. In the next class, what we will do, you will prepare yourself so that you have to write the answers. You don't have to write any answer, but we will discuss few questions, previous year question, and we will discuss everything. Like we will discuss money and banking. So money and banking will include your SSC region, right? Accession and region view people are facing so many difficulties. So we will discuss that as well. One marker as well. All the questions we will discuss because that's the entire unit, money and banking. So when we will be meeting in the next class, just revise it once so that when we are practicing the PYQ and the sample papers question, so that you will have a better idea that, okay, what, like how you want to, for me, answer is not important at this point of time. What matters to me is, for example, I ask you open market operation. I'm not asking you to write the correct answer, but at least you should have an idea that, okay, I can write these point over here. Okay, this is what important at this time. Okay, so that you should be, because in exam hall, what happened, they will ask you questions and you people get confused, ma'am, oh God, what they ask, right? So this should not be the case. So what you need to do, you just need to revise so that we will practice more and more questions. So you will get an idea that, okay, if they will ask this, this is same to the other question. It's something like that. For example, I ask you, what is your name? So you people will reply, Ritika, Vanisha, like that. But if I'll say, what is your good name? So you will be like, good name. You people will get confused. So what I can call you. So see, though I am asking you the same question, what is your name? But I have different methods to ask you what I can call you, right? Like that. So this is what answer is going to be same, but how they are going to ask the question, that will make you confused. So just to ignore, just to avoid that confusion, we need to practice a lot of questions. So we are done with the entire unit. So we will practice this. And after that, we will practice the, what your school teachers are teaching you right now.
Ma'am, our teacher has started Indian economic development, the first chapter.
Okay, first chapter. Okay, so after we are done with this now, we will also start with that. Okay, that's a theoretical thing. So what you people will be doing, that for that I'll be sharing. Are you people making notes in the class for whatever your teacher is teaching you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so is she sharing PDF or you are making handwritten notes?
Ma'am, handwritten notes.
Okay, so what we will be doing, we will be discussing the entire chapter topic wise. Okay, so for example, see, every topic, whatever I'm teaching, your teacher will also teach the same, but the only difference is the language and the presentation, right? So what you will do, you will keep your school notebook with you along with your my notebook. Then, for example, the first topic, I'll teach you. Then whatever you feel like, if you feel like that the points that your teacher mentioned are good enough, so you will, like in your notebook, you will write notes from the notebook. And whatever topic you will feel like these notes are better, like better in the sense like which you can remember it for a longer period of time. So you will write the notes from the class. So whatever you have written, you don't need to write like 2 times. Okay, because you need to follow one source only. So whatever topics you feel like that's the language, that's language is very easy, just go for it, just mention in the notes, right? This is what we'll be following for that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so you just quickly read all the things within 2 minutes and let me know if you have any confusion in banking chapter.